There's been a flurry of activity all over the league, and the Lions seem to be centering on two players. One I really like, one I really don't. And look, I'm not saying the one I don't like is not good. He's a good football player. He works his ass off. I just don't like the skill set as he heads towards 30. The point is, according to reporters, Lions targeting Marcus Williams, the safety out of New Orleans. I think that's a big-time play. And we've talked about it. You've got New Orleans connections with your DC, with your coaching staff. This is a player who is in his prime. This is a player who makes you back end better with Tracy Walker. Of course, I'd be thrilled if they got Marcus Williams. The other player, according to Tom Pelissero, is the Lions have reached out to Allen Robinson. Now, look, you have to understand something. I don't care about, well, he went to Orchard Lake. Guys, that stuff does not factor in. I could be related to Allen Robinson. It wouldn't matter to me. It's football. Allen Robinson, no doubt, is an NFL pro. You don't have to worry about him working hard. You don't have to worry about him acting like a jerk. You don't have to worry about him loafing. He don't do none of those things. The problem you have with Allen Robinson, as he heads, I believe he's 29, and you're heading towards 30, you're going to have to sign him to at least a 4-year deal. You're going to have to pay him as one of the 10 best receivers in the game, and he is not a guy who specializes in getting open. Now, that's not me knocking him. Kenny Golladay was a very successful receiver here. What did Kenny Golladay not specialize in? Getting open.
Separation.
It's a problem. I'm not into it. It's not where I want to go. Now, hey, you know the guy I wanted, he's not available. I wanted Michael Gallup because what he has is a non-negotiable, speed. And you put Michael Gallup out there, the other team is required to put a safety over the top. Required. If you're giving me a choice between Allen Robinson and Marcus Williams, I don't even think it's close. I'm signing Marcus Williams. But I want to know where the people are at with this because the Lions seemingly, amidst the entire moves happening all over the league, it seems like they've centered on two guys with the idea of getting one. So I want to ask you guys, we can go around the room with this, and Rico, I want your opinion. 248-539-9797. But as free agency begins, I give you one bullet to fire. You got one guy you can get. And your choices are Marcus Williams or Allen Robinson. Who you got? For me, it's a no-brainer. Marcus Williams. I want to know where you're at. Rico, Kenny, David, let's talk.
See, here's why I would say Marcus Williams is looking – this is the year that the wide receivers are deep in the draft.
Ring that bell.
You could go out and get you could probably get 2 starting wide receivers and pay them very little money to start off with. And you don't have to take them in the first round. Yeah, you get the safety, you solidify that defense.
Can I factor in he's only 25?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. There's a huge difference between being 25 in this league and 29.
Yeah, it really is. And you know what? You may be able to, when that second contract comes, if he doesn't work out, you let him go, or he's a staple and you're ready to win right now. But you could get so many receivers, I think, leading into the 4th and maybe even 5th round if you do your research and you do your homework. So, no, I would not take a wide receiver. I would not pay any wide receiver in this year's draft any amount of money when I can go out there and draft my own.
David?
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with both of you. And adding on this, he's 25 years old, and he's not coming off an injury. Because usually guys hit free agency because, maybe they're off injured or whatever. But it's because the Saints could not afford him because of their cap situation. He's a good player, and he can continue what they're doing on defense. Mm-hmm. I love that selection over Robinson. And then when you factor this in, and I don't know if this affects Robinson getting his deal or not, but I'm hearing that Christian Kirk is going to get 18 per year. So will Robinson try to get stuff like that? Like, if you're thinking of that versus the draft, Rico, you go draft receiver.
Right.
Marcus Williams is the better
And
choice.
again, 25 years old, start solidifying the back end. Listen, if they sign Allen Robinson, I'm not going to trash it. So let's not get this twisted. I know it's ha-ha time and Mike doesn't like anything. I'm giving you reasons I don't want him. Like Allen Robinson, he needs to go to a good team where there's support, where there's a high-end QB. That's what you need when you're about to be a 30-year-old wide receiver and you're not some speed demon, right? This is not the place. I'm with David and you on this. I think you want young talent here. Mm-hmm. And free agency is not where it happens. Like, think about this, Rico. They play this season, they're terrible. You will have 3 years of Allen Robinson or 4 years of Allen Robinson in his 30s with a rookie QB. That's what you want?
Well, that was just the thing, Mike. You don't have your quarterback here yet. So what if your quarterback and Allen Robinson really aren't on the same page?
Which has been Allen Robinson's story. He hasn't played with good quarterbacks. Which, hey, you could say, oh, wait, you don't have a quarterback. See, that's my point. Allen Robinson gets Jared Goff. Is Goff really tangibly better than Mitchell Trubisky? Not really. No. Is Jared Goff better than who the hell did he have in Jacksonville? It was so long ago. Blake Bortles. Okay, he might be better. The point is, Allen Robinson, if I'm him, I'm not going to a place that doesn't have a legitimate QB. Now, apparently, the Browns and Lions are the teams in. Maybe Allen wants to be closer to home. I can't speak to it. You probably know the Robinsons. I just don't care. Give me Marcus Williams.
Now, if anything, I would go and play for a quarterback in Baker Mayfield. You know you're going to get all the balls because there's really nobody left. So you're going to become the guy. But nah, go get your own. The wide receiver draft, and they're fast. They got height, speed, everything that you want is in this draft.
Here's the other thing, Rico, realistically, and I'm not overstating this. I don't want people to get crazy with this comment, but if you sign Marcus Williams, the pairing of Williams and Tracy Walker would be one of the stronger safety pairings in the entire NFC. I think Tracy Walker is underrated. Right. He's a good football player. Marcus Williams, a very good football player. Both guys would be 25 years old, young, signed, back end is set. That makes sense to me. Yeah. Signing a receiver that's about to be as old as you, I ain't into it.
And they could teach Jeff Okudah the position, too.
Yeah, go fill the Gatorade up. We'd like red today. Blue tomorrow. Go get the ice tray.